Today let's talk about a secret effect in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you're using Adobe Premiere Pro for your video edits, then you might have wasted hours of your life just to do the zoom in effect using the transform effect. But hear me out, I have developed an effect that will work natively and give you the flexibility that you have cherished for years. This is a Premiere Pro smooth zoom effect. Drag it on top of any clip or adjustment layer and see the magic. You'll get the zoom in or zoom out effect without adding a single keyframe on your timeline. And the best part is, it is a responsive effect. Adjust the adjustment layer duration and the animation will adjust automatically. Isn't that cool? So let's talk about it. Well, here in Adobe Premiere Pro, I have prepared two different clips. One is a talking headshot and the other one is a screen record. First, let me show you the traditional way to do the smooth zoom in effect. Like usually we use the transform effect, isn't it? So here on this talking headshot, I want to add a simple zoom in. Let's add an adjustment layer so that we don't mess up with the clip. Right click and then adjustment layer and then click OK. Now click and drag this adjustment layer here on the timeline. Now go to the effects panel and search for transform. Click and drag it on top of the adjustment layer. To add a zoom effect, we need to go to the beginning of this adjustment layer and add keyframe for scale and position. Then go to 10 or 15 frames forward and scale it up, adjust the position. If I play it back, you'll see it's a linear animation. To have the smooth zoom, we need to select the last two keyframes and then right click, go to keyframe interpolation and select ease in. Select the first two keyframes and click on ease out. Now the tedious part, click on these arrows, reveal the graph and adjust the graph to get the smooth zoom. A lot of work, isn't that? And also it can add up to hours once you do it again and again. Like here, if I want to zoom it out, I need to add the keyframes again, mess up with the keyframes and whatnot. So here the Premiere smooth zoom effect comes into play. I have tried to keep it very simple and added the feature that you really need. Currently it supports only Mac OS. If you're someone who are using Windows, let me know in the comment section below and I'll definitely make a version for Windows too. So click on the first link in the description and download the plugin. Sorry, it's not a free plugin. I need to take a small payment and hope it's fine. Once you download it, you will get a zip file. Double click to unzip it. You'll get the instruction written on this text file and you'll get another folder. You can write the instruction and there you'll get all the information that you need. To install it, first you need to close Adobe Premiere Pro and then copy GM's toolkit folder and then go to your system drive, then library, application support, go to Adobe folder and there you'll see common folder. Inside this common folder, go to plugins and then 7.0, then media core and here just right click and paste it. That's it. Let's open Adobe Premiere Pro and open the project. So now, like before, we want to add a zoom in effect here. Simply, I can go to the effects panel and search for Premiere Smooth Zoom. Click and drag it on top of this clip and then play it back. Yeah, it's that simple. For more flexibility, I like to use an adjustment layer. Let's add an adjustment layer. Again, go to the effects panel and click and drag Premiere Smooth Zoom effect here on this adjustment layer. If I play, you'll see it is just zooming in to the center, but we can control it. Go to the effects control panel and there you'll see all the controls for Premiere Smooth Zoom effect here. Suppose you need to zoom in a little bit more. Go to the zoom scale and increase it. Now it is cutting the forehead a bit, right? We can adjust it from the position offset settings. Let's adjust the Y value and there you can see we have adjusted the position. Let's play it back. Well, you may feel the animation speed is a little bit fast or slow for your test. You can adjust it to go to the zoom speed section and there you can adjust the speed. Let's make a little bit faster, maybe 1 second or less, and then let's play. Like that, you can increase the zoom speed value, it will decrease the speed. It's work with seconds. When you are selecting 1 second, the zoom in or zoom out will happen within this 1 second. So let's make it 2 seconds long and play it back. You can see it's much slower now. When it's zooming in or zooming out, you can add motion blur. Here 0 means no motion blur, and when you are adding 100, it means the maximum motion blur. I like to keep it 25 for natural motion blur. The motion blur will be visible only when it is zooming in or zooming out. Now let's talk about the zoom mode options. By default, it is set to mirror mode, so at the beginning it will zoom in and then at the end it will zoom out. So I have found that is much practical. Maybe most of the time you are going to use this one. And there are also 3 other different modes. The one is zoom in and hold. That means at the beginning it will zoom in and then it will hold that set value throughout the duration. It will not zoom out. And there is another option which is hold and zoom out. So at the beginning it will go to the set value. Maybe you have set to 120. So at the beginning the value will be 120. It will not have any zoom in animation. It will hold that value and at the end it will zoom out. And the last one is basic. That means it will gradually zoom in to the entire duration of that adjustment layer or clip. Now the basic mode can be very useful if you're using images for your video as a b-roll a lot. Suppose here you can see a lot of images, but if you apply the effect directly on the image, it will not work perfectly because Premiere Pro rendered the video clip and images differently. So you have to first make a new nest, and then if you just click and drag it and select the basic and now play it back, you'll see it is zooming in. To have a natural zoom in animation, you can select it to linear, so it will gradually zoom in like that. To do it for all of the clips, you can just nest it again and copy the Premiere smooth zoom effect from this one and then go here and paste it like that. So if I play it back, now this effect is responsive. That means when you are applying this effect on top of any adjustment layer and then if you adjust the duration of the adjustment layer, it will adapt the zoom in and zoom out animation. So you don't need to add an adjustment layer again and then apply the effect again. You can just press Alt or Option on your keyboard and copy the existing adjustment layer and place it where you need. And then if you need to change any value for that particular portion, you can do it on that adjustment layer. So you don't need to apply it again and again. You can just copy the adjustment layer and place where you need. And lastly, let me show you the curves. To get the smooth in and out animation, I would suggest you to set the curves to ease in and out. But if you need something linear, then yes, it's there. Also, I have added ease in and ease out curve there too. So you can play with it and see which one worked perfectly for your use case. So that's it. That's a simple effect, but it can reduce too much hassle from your head when you are editing. The purchase link in the description. Let me know what you think about this effect. I'm here to talk with you. And cheers mate, happy editing. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, goodbye.